Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. It's Game Watch Live. Saturday afternoon football, 3 o'clock kickoff. Big game today for Leeds United away at Villa Park. We know it's always a difficult fixture. They have got a few injuries of Aston Villa, namely McGinn. Just turn the volume down on that. McGinn's not playing today. Neither is Tielemans. But they have still got some very, very good players of Aston Villa. It's going to be a difficult game for Leeds. It's not a place where Leeds usually go and get points from. But we can take heart from the fact that we did a good job almost on them for one half of the match anyway at Elland Road, where we was leading 1-0 at half-time. We really played well in that first half. And then, as we've done in a few games this season, we sat back in the second half and Rodgers took over, scored 2 goals, and that was the end of the game for us. We deserved something out of it, but as I've said many times before, you don't always get what you deserve in this game. And the problem is that the teams below us, we're picking up points, and they're picking up points as well. They're not going away, so it's still close down there. And if we lost this game today, and then the game against Man City, the next game, we could find ourselves right down in amongst it all again. So we did well to get a point against Chelsea during the week. And we've got to do some more here. Our work isn't done. All you Leeds fans, let us know what you think. I'm hoping for points today. But we know it's going to be difficult. Let's take a look at the teams. So we'll start with Aston Villa first. We'll go with Unai Emery, the formation of 4-2-3-1. So he has Martinez in goal. A back four of right back of Cash, who's fit again after a spell on the injury line. Concert and Mings will be the 2 centre-halves, and Matson will play at left back. Onana, who's another good player, and Douglas Luiz in midfield. Bailey, Rodgers and Buendia will play up front, and Watkins will be the head of the attack. We'll talk about the Aston Villa team in a moment. Daniel Farke, on the other hand, has gone for a 5-4-1 formation. So it's Darlow in goal, a back five of Justin, Ampadu, Strauch, Rodon, who's playing on the left. I'm not sure about that. What I would rather see there, and I don't know what you think. If I'm wrong, you let me know in the live chat. But I'd rather see Rodon play more central. Strauch's used to playing on the left. When Rodon played there the other week on the left, he looked a bit out of sorts. But Daniel Farke knows best, I hope. Gudmundsson will play on the left-hand side of the back five. The 4 in midfield will be Jadon Bogle. Another surprise, but I guess he can play there. Gruev and Stack will be the 2 central midfielders, and Aronson will play on the left. And he will try and get forward as much as he can, same as Bogle will. We know that for definite, in support of Calvert-Lewin, who's back in the team after being out for a bit. So that's the 2 sides. Let's just take a look at a couple of the players in the teams. We know that Rodgers is going to be the main man for Aston Villa today. He scored 2 against us at Elland Road and took the points off us when we deserved something. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him today. And that means that Gruev and Stack are going to have to pick him up in midfield and follow his runs. They can't let him get away like they did last time at Elland Road. We need to be careful of him at free kicks as well, because he's a good free kick taker, as again we saw at Elland Road. Douglas Luiz and Buendia playing at the number 10 position. There was a rumour that I read this morning that Buendia wasn't playing, but he is. And I'd like to have seen him not playing from a Leeds perspective, but that's the way it goes. Calvert-Lewin got a big job today. He's going to be isolated on his own there. He's going to have to hold that ball up rather than just flicking it on like he has been doing sometimes. And he's going to have to hold it up and wait for the support to get to him. Stack, Aronson and Bogle. Gruev not so much, but he's going to have to hold on to that ball and wait for the support to get to him, because he's going to be on his own again up there. But Ampadu, is the man for me to organise that defence, to talk to his defenders and his midfield in front of him and get them marking. Because one thing that bothers me about Leeds, and again, if you don't agree with me, you can tell me, is that they're not good from corners. They don't mark from corners and they do concede goals. And that bothers me because we picked transfer targets in the summer that were over 6 foot, that were good in the air, and we're still conceding goals from corners. Now, I know you are going to concede goals from corners, but not as many as we are, and that bothers me. But that's the two teams anyway. So you let me know what you think. Let me know about the change of formation. Do you think that Daniel Farke's made a mistake? I've got my coffee, so I'm ready to go. And we are only 8 minutes or so from kickoff. No coverage just yet. We will keep an eye on the other games as they are going. I think there's another 2 besides us. We'll just take a look at those now and we'll keep an eye on those games as they're going on. So 3 o'clock kickoffs. We know the game between Aston Villa and Leeds. Brentford and Brighton as well at 3 o'clock, and Chelsea and Burnley. It's a big game for Leeds there. We need Chelsea to do us a favour and beat Burnley today. Later on, it's West Ham at home against Bournemouth. We need Bournemouth to do us a favour there. And then at 8 o'clock, it's Man City and Newcastle. So those are the games. Just bring that back up. There we go. There we are. Right, so the live chat is open. If you've got anything to say, chance to get your live chats in now. Even if you've got nothing to say about the formations, just give us a goal prediction, a score prediction. Who do you think is going to win this game? Big game. Do you think if we lost this game, Leeds, and lost against Man City, would be the favourites to go down, especially if Forest and West Ham won? I think there's one more relegation spot to be had. I think Burnley and Wolves are gone. And it's between, well, us, Spurs, Forest, West Ham. We need Spurs to get beat by Arsenal in the North London derby. So that's another one. Don't forget, if you like the Leeds United content and you like to watch alongs with us rather than the mainstream media who don't tend to cover Leeds United as well as we do, then hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and you're welcome to join us whenever you like. Good to see everybody who's joined us so far. Thanks for your support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. We are up to almost 250 subscribers now and pushing on for further. Just looking for the channel. That's the Chelsea game. I don't want the Chelsea game. That's the Chelsea game. Just looking at that one. That's Reece James, that. So that's the Chelsea game as well. We don't want that, do we? It's either on channel 3 or channel 4. That's the Brighton game. So it must be on the next channel. This one here. Hope so, because it's the final channel and the Leeds game has not come on, even though it's advertising that it is supposed to be shown. Put it back onto 4. Might be on 2, because they can't be showing the Chelsea game on 2 channels, surely. Still looking for coverage. Nothing so far. You've got Chelsea on 2 channels. Coverage from the G-Tech, Chelsea and Chelsea. Don't like the looks of this. With 4 minutes to go, I can't find the coverage. Just bear with me, I'll find out what channel it's on. I can't believe they've got Chelsea on both first 2 channels. It's got the Brentford game. Don't want the Brentford game, and it's showing Aston Villa and Leeds. And yet, it's not there. That's very disappointing. I'm going to have to find another channel because it's not there. That's very disappointing. Just bear with me, guys. Here we go. So we haven't missed anything at the moment. I'm just going through the 2 teams at the moment. I'll just put my... Yeah, I'll just go through the teams. So we've got the channel. We are ready to go. So if you don't know what the teams are, I'll just go through them quickly before the game gets underway. It's Martinez, Cash, Conser, Mings, Matson, Douglas Luiz, Onana, Bailey, Rogers, Buendia and Watkins for Villa. And for Leeds, it's Darlow, Justin, Ampadu, Strauch, Rodon, Goodmanson, Bogle, Gruev, Stack, Aronson and Calvert-Lewin. Two-man is just showing a bit of respect there, having a lot of chat and a handshake there between each other. And one's Spanish and one's German, so whether they can understand each other, I don't know. Must be speaking in English. But there's a massive crowd there at the Villa Park. It's full again. This is a big game for Leeds. Leeds playing in that black kit again with the blue, yellow and white trims on it. I'm not a fan of that kit. But they're in the huddle at the moment, at Leeds. Aston Villa are lined up and ready to go, but Leeds are in the huddle. Looks like Leeds are going to be kicking from right to left in this first half. Aston Villa in the claret and white shorts with the light blue socks. Leeds still in the huddle, so there's nothing started yet. Don't know who's kicking off. So it's Leeds kicking off this first half then, kicking from right to left. It's going to be Gruev who's going to take it. It's going to go all the way back to Darlow. He brings it under control, takes a touch, takes a second touch, and then drives it high into the box. Mings heads that ball high into the air. It's brought down by Douglas Luiz. It goes all the way back to Martinez. He gives it to Cash on the right-hand side. Down the line. Looking for the run of Bailey, but that's hooked away. Gruev working hard, trying to get the ball off Rodgers, but he spreads it wide to the left. Mings picks the ball up. Gives it to Conser. Cash is wide if he wants to give it to him. Leeds all back behind the ball. Already there's a ball down the middle. Looking for the run. Rodgers goes down. Goodmanson's cleared it away. No foul given. Ampadu hooks it even further. Calvert-Lewin gets a touch, but it's picked up by Conser. Plenty of space, just short of the halfway line. Still in the Villa half. He gives it to Cash on the right. He plays a little ball inside. Bailey, but Bailey's pass is short. Rodgers taken off. Goodmanson now turns and lays it back to Strauch. He goes all the way across to Justin on the right-hand edge of the Leeds area. He gives it to Rodon, back to Strauch. Goodmanson, his pass inside to Gruev was a poor one. I think Gruev bought... and that was Onana he brought down there trying to get the ball. He didn't know that Onana was coming from behind him. Just a little touch on his leg. Referee gave the free kick, but nothing else. Free kick then, over on the right-hand side of the Leeds box. It's probably 12, 13 yards outside the Leeds box. All coming over, Mings, Onana, and it's taken quickly, trying to catch everybody out. That's an interesting tactic where 3 players from the Aston Villa side came running towards the goal kick, to the free kick taker. And then just as they reached him, he took the free kick, hoping that Leeds had fell asleep, but they hadn't. And his kick went across the 6-yard box and out for a goal kick to Leeds, which has been taken now. It's Strauch. Strauch goes long, looking for Calvert-Lewin, brings it down on his chest. Aronson gets a ball that bounces high. He heads it forward and it's cleared away by Mings. Then Rodon heads the ball back. Aronson trying to get himself in there again. Gruev battling for it as well with Bailey. And that went out of Bailey's back ankle, but the referee's given it as a throw to Aston Villa just inside the Leeds half. Goes all the way back to Conser. Then he gives it to his left to Mings, still inside the Aston Villa half. Goes out to Matson on that side. Back to Mings and then back to Martinez. Leeds squeezing up here on Aston Villa. Being played out to Cash. Goodmanson. Hassling Bailey. Onana plays the ball inside, but Leeds win the ball back high. It's come to Ampadu now. He's got men in front of him. He gives it to Aronson on the right-hand edge of the box. Back to Ampadu. Ampadu puts his cross in. It's a lot on the cross there. Goes all the way back to Bogle at the far side. He plays it inside. James Justin was coming through in the inside right position and he just overran it and it went out for a goal kick. Taken short to Martinez and then he puts his foot through it. It's a low clearance that Rodon heads forward. Buendia is brought down by Bailey is Goodmanson and the free kick in the centre of the pitch is Leeds. Taken quickly. Ampadu's got it. Strauch's got it. gives it to Goodmanson. Goodmanson tries to come inside Cash. Cash is not falling for it, and the ball comes to Bailey. Bailey's held up by Gruev. Has to go back to the number 21, Douglas Luiz. He spreads it to the left to Mings. Mings it gives it to Matson. Back to Mings. Into Watkins. He dummies it, and it comes through to Rodgers. Ampadu gets in there. Rodgers flicks the ball forward again there. Looks like he probably was offside. It was Matson who made the run forward. It looked like he was offside when the ball was flicked over the top by Rodgers there. Let's have a look at that again. Maybe very, very close. I think that VAR might have had a look at that, but it was all cleared up anyway. Strauch has it now. He gives it to Gruev. Goes back to Strauch just outside the Leeds penalty box. Across to Rodon on the far side. He gives it to Justin. Justin has to come back inside, and Ampadu is spare and gets the ball. Ampadu gives it back to Gruev, coming across to this near side. Back to Ampadu, just outside the centre circle. Gets it back from Aronson. There's a run by Goodmanson there on the left-hand side, but it doesn't clear the head of Cash, and he heads it forward, and Villa pick the ball up again. Conser to Cash. Cash tries to blow a ball. Whipped into Watkins. Watkins laid it off to Mings, to Onana. Douglas Luiz. Back to Matson. He's forced across all the way to Conser on this near side. Run forward by Bailey isn't seen, but Cash has got the ball now, and he goes and crosses from long way out. It's in towards Morgan Rodgers, who was at the back of the box and had a bit of space there. It was just a bit over his head. He got a touch to it, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Darlow has the ball again at his feet. Gives it to Strauch on this near side. He goes high into the middle, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin gives Conser a bit of a nudge, but Conser can retrieve the ball. He can let Martinez come out and clear it just on the edge of his box. Rodon heads the ball back inside. Bogle flicks it on. Stack gets a touch to it, and Calvert-Lewin's in here, just forced himself wide with the touch. Tried to get the ball across. Conser blocks his cross, and Calvert-Lewin just lets the ball run out for a corner. His first touch when the ball came through to Calvert-Lewin just took him wide. It's Aronson who was supporting him in the middle, who he was trying to find with his cross. Just his first touch wasn't the best, but it's a corner for Leeds. And it comes headed away by Cash. Picked up by Goodmanson, puts his cross into the back post again. It goes over the back of everybody. It was Matson. Rodon's up. Gruev. Goodmanson puts a cross in. Volleyed it with the side of his foot back in, but it's over the top of everybody and out at the back of the goal for a goal kick. Good bit of pressure from Leeds there. Ball's cleared long. Watkins with Rodon. Rodon gets the ball, gives it to Justin. Justin gives it all the way back to Darlow. Darlow puts his foot through it, high into the air. Calvert-Lewin with Mings. Mings just nudges Calvert-Lewin in the back, and then wins an easy header. Douglas Luiz gives it into Onana. Onana back to Mings, just in his own half, short of the halfway line. Lays the ball into Buendia. Goes back to Mings from Matson. Mings has to go all the way back to Martinez as Leeds close the space down in the front there. Leeds doing well so far to squeeze the play up. Ball goes long. Looking for the run of Bailey, but the flag goes up. Bailey's offside. Just a yard offside, Bailey there. Justin has the ball. Rodon gives it to Strauch, who's central. Halfway inside the Leeds half. Gives it forward to Ampadu. Ampadu spreads out to his left to Gruev. Goodmanson didn't want it, so he turns back inside and gives it to Strauch. Rodon out to it's Bogle, who played the ball into the inside right channel. It was just a bit overhit for Calvert-Lewin to get to, and Martinez cleans up. Calvert-Lewin working hard to make Conser turn back towards Martinez. Martinez has been closed down by Calvert-Lewin, but he gets it to Mings in a bit of space. On his left foot, plays it inside to Onana now in the middle, and he's got a bit of space. They've worked that space well, Villa, but Leeds are working back. Matson coming forward now. Stack is with him. Ampadu gets in there. Stack again. Ampadu eventually. Ampadu waiting for space. Gets out to the right-hand side to Stack. Can he keep the ball in there? He can't. It looks like he was a bit tired there, Stack. He wasn't that far in front of him, but he didn't put the afterburners on to keep it in. He just let it run out. Conser now. Looking for Cashew's white is high again. Goodmanson gets round him though and clears it high into the air. Aronson's working hard for it with Bailey. That's Rodgers. Rodgers does well, lays it off to Conser, just short of the centre circle, in the centre circle. It's Rodgers who plays it out to Douglas Luiz plays it out to the left. Buendia plays the ball on the outside. Watkins, I don't know if he's onside or not. It didn't look like he was, and he wasn't. He was offside. Just half a step offside there. Strauch can't get it over the head of Bailey. Looked at Onana, but Strauch won the ball back. Got it into Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin lays it off to Stack now. Leeds have got a chance on down the right-hand side to get away. It's Jayden Bogle. Bogle chips one into the box looking for Calvert-Lewin. He's got in there. Can he get his shot in? Oh, it's a save by Martinez. Oh. He got a toe end to the ball, did Calvert-Lewin, and he almost scored. Martinez managed to block it out for a corner. It's a great ball in by Jayden Bogle. In between the two defenders, his first touch just took it a little bit wide of him, but he's still got the first touch in, and Martinez managed to get a block on it. Great chance for Leeds. Calvert-Lewin had to lift it up over Martinez as he came out, and he couldn't. He could just reach it and got a toe end to it. Corner comes in now. Martinez goes down under the challenge of Rodon. Or is it Ampadu? It's Ampadu. I thought it was Rodon. It's Ampadu. And he's been penalised for it. I'll see that again. He's got his arms around Ampadu. And he's pulled him down. Unbelievable. He's got his shirt and pulled him over. What is the ref seeing there? What's VAR not got? Unbelievable. He got the shirt. his hand on the back of his shirt, got a handful of shirt and dragged him down, did Martinez. And Ampadu got penalised for that. Oh, I can't believe it. Douglas Luiz gives it to Conser on the halfway line. He gives it out to Matty Cash on the right-hand side. Just about kept it in, did Cash. Gives it back to Conser, and he goes wide to Mings in the centre circle, just short of the halfway line. Looking for a out ball, doesn't get one, so he gives it back to Conser. Conser gives it inside to Onana. Onana has been forced wide by Gruev. Bailey tries to take on Goodmanson, but Goodmanson is up to the job and puts it out for a throw. Cash takes the throw all the way back to the halfway line to Conser. He gives it to Douglas Luiz. He spreads it to the left. Matson tries to take on Bogle, cuts back inside again, lays out to the edge of the box where Douglas Luiz is. He plays it into Rodgers, first time touch, and then Watkins brings down Justin in the box. Free kick to Leeds. Thanks to Jim6478 for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the commentary, Jim. Thanks for your support. Much appreciated. Cash comes away down the right-hand side. Bailey's tackled, but the ball runs out to Cash. He brings it back under control, and then eventually, with Leeds playing the high press, it goes all the way back to Conser. He lays it into the middle to Douglas Luiz. In the centre circle, plays a little ball into the middle. But Leeds are in there. It's well played by Aronson. Then he's tackled. Onana has the ball now. Goes out to the left to Mings. I'm live stream. Huh? I'm live stream.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What time there now?
It's 3:20.
Are you in live stream?
Yeah, now, yeah.
Alright then, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube, yeah?
Okay, I'll call you back later.
Oh, I feel so tired, babe.
Well, yeah. You go to sleep then, and I'll speak to you tomorrow then.
Alright then. Okay then.
Bye. Okay. He's had some meat, some beef. I cooked him some beef, so he's all right now.
Okay, look. Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Bye. Sorry about that. The wife's just gone to visit her family in the Philippines, and she's ringing me, didn't know what the time was. It's a throw to Villa now. Cash, long throw into the box. Darlow comes for it and makes a nice, easy catch on the 6-yard box. Yeah, Jim says we still have a chance. Good defending, yeah. Oh no, just saying about good defending, and then the ball comes out to Goodmanson on the left-hand side. He tries to lay it back to Strauch, and he's just whipped it straight past him and straight out for a corner to Aston Villa. We don't need that. Put ourselves under pressure. What was he doing there? I just don't know. That's an awful pass. Not under pressure or anything. He just whipped it 5 yards past him. This corner from the right-hand side is going to be taken by Bailey. Left-footed in-swinger by looks of things. Mings comes up. Conser comes up. Rodgers is right in front of the keeper. So's Buendia. Hand in the air. Bailey takes it now. Near post. Cleared away by Bogle. Comes out to Cash. Back to Bailey. Bailey puts another cross in. It's flicked away on the edge of the box, and then it's cleared away by Ampadu. Rodgers had a header at the near post there, but it just glanced off his head. and Ampadu has managed to clear it. Douglas Luiz on halfway line, looking to get Cash in. Cash is immediately closed down by Harrison, so it goes back to Concert and then over to the left-hand side to Mings. There's a run down the left-hand side by Matson, but it's covered by Bogle. Bogle heads the ball out, and Carl Dola was on the edge of his 6-yard box looking for a ball, and it was hit over his head by Buendia from a long way out, looking to chip it over Carl Darlow, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Luckily, you can see what he was trying to do though, but he didn't get it on target at all. But what Darlow was doing out there, I don't know, and I think he knows himself because there's a shake of the head from Darlow there. Anyway, Goodmanson has the ball now. Nutmegs Bailey, and then goes down, and there's no foul given as Onana got in there. Douglas Luiz now lays the ball out to Bailey, inside for Watkins, chipped into the box, cleared away by Ampadu, high into the air, brought down by Cash. Pressure's still on, given to Onana. Douglas Luiz lays it back to Concert, and Concert gives it to Cash on this right-hand side. He's looking to put another cross into the box. It's a good one as well. I think that was Bailey who was diving in there. And it was Watkins diving in there. But it must have been given offside on that 6-yard box because a free kick's been given to Leeds. Yeah, there's a half a yard offside there again. And the one thing noticeable so far is that when the ball comes out to Cash, when he's in the range of putting a cross in, he's getting his crosses in early. I think he knows that Leeds are probably not the best at defending crosses. Aronson lays the ball out to Goodmanson on the left-hand side now. Chips the ball into the box. It's over the top of everybody again. That's another poor cross. And Bogle can't keep that in. Rodon tussling with Watkins there, and it looks like the free kick's been given Aston Villa's way, where Rodon is still on the floor there, is claiming that he got an elbow in the nose off Watkins there, but he's been penalised. It's about halfway inside the Leeds half, these free kick over on the left-hand side. Taken quickly. Looking for Rodgers, but it's cleared away. Matson retrieves the ball, but it's all the way back to Martinez. He's about 10 or 15 yards outside his 18-yard box here. Right-footed, he gives it to Cash on this near side. Inside to Onana. Back to Concert. Walking pace at the moment. Back to Onana. Nana chips the ball through the middle, but it's overhit and it goes all the way through to Darlow. He immediately lays it out to Rodon. Rodon gives it to Justin. Down the line for Bogle. Bogle gives it back to Justin. Justin closed down by Buendia. His pass is blocked. Goes out for a throw to Leeds. Justin's going to take this throw. Ball comes out to Aronson. He's brought down by, well, either Matson or... Looks like he felt that one. Aronson getting up there, a bit painful. Looks like Onana or... That was Matson who got him, not Onana. Feel that when you don't wear shin pads. which players don't seem to, or very small ones at least anyway. Limping away is Aronson. Comes in. Martinez makes a comfortable catch from that free kick, but the whistle had already gone for a push on the edge of the box. Nothing obvious, didn't see anything myself. 25 minutes gone so far. Leeds have come closest to scoring. Maatsen now down that left-hand side, comes inside, goes down, and the referee gives the foul. I don't know what he saw there, the referee. It just fell over. Even Anton Stack saying there, what? I didn't do anything, he just fell over. But the referee's bought it and he's given him a free kick over on the far side. But a yard or so in from the touchline. He never touched him. He turned inside, did Maatsen, had overrun the ball and so fell over. And the referee's bought that. Douglas Luiz is going to take this right-footed from the far side. And it comes now deep into the box. It should be Darlow's, and it is Darlow's. Comfortable catch. They tried to get rid of the ball quickly. Somebody obstructed him and he's given a free kick as the ref. Instead of letting the game flow, he keeps stopping the game all the time. Ball comes into Ampadu. A lot of space in the middle there. Can come forward. Still coming forward, almost to the halfway line. He's got Gruev outside him. Gruev has to go back to Strauch. Goes back to Gruev. Closed down by Bailey. Goes back to Strauch. Strauch is under pressure. Watkins trying to get the ball. Got his toe in. And Bailey has retrieved the loose ball. Strauch's forcing him back, but Leeds have got to be careful there. Onana now just short of the halfway line. Spreads it to Mings over on the left. Plays a little ball inside. Buendia goes for the return. Does Buendia. He plays the ball inside for Rodgers. Nice little touch. Lays it into Bailey. Bailey's crowded out. Calvert-Lewin has it. He gives the ball away to Douglas Luiz, though. When he gets his ball back again, though, does Calvert-Lewin, and Stack comes away with it. Aronson has to turn and then comes back inside and starts coming forward again. He's got men out wide if he wants to lay it in, but he gives it to Ampadu. Ampadu then gets out to the left to Stack. He comes in on his right foot. Chance to hit one if he wants to. Hits one and it's hit Onana. Goes out to the far side off his head and it's picked up by Bogle, I think that is. He plays a little ball inside. It's headed away. Onana gets his foot to it. And then there's a foul there, is there? Referee gives the advantage. Bailey has it. Turns away from the traffic and then gives it back to Cash. And Leeds have managed to get themselves behind the ball again. I've got to agree with Jim, who says that Leeds needs to string some passes together. It's the same for both teams, I think, Jim, at the moment, isn't it? They're getting possession, but the other team's working hard to close each other down, and there's no space in that midfield whatsoever. Need to string some passes together and get it out wide. Is there a foul there? Yes, there was a foul. Eventually, the ref gives it. And that was on Gruev over on the far side. Bogle's going to take this, is he? Barking out some instructions there. Justin's going to take this, bad looks of things. Just gives it to Rodon. Rodon gives it to Dallows. Gives it back to Rodon. Then to Justin. Down the right-hand side. Brought down by Aronson. Out to the left-hand side to Goodmanson. Comes inside. Chance of a shot with his right foot. It's almost cleared. Oh, the deflection almost came to Aronson. It's cleared away, but Gruev's picked the loose ball up again. Lays it back to the halfway line. Fortunately, Leeds have gone all the way back to Strauch, given inside to Gruev. Aronson wants the ball. Gruev gives it to Ampadu on the halfway line. More central now. He spreads out to the right-hand side. James Justin's got Bogle with him, and Bogle gets the ball. Goes for the return, does James Justin, but Bogle goes back to Rodon. Now Strauch on the halfway line, centrally. Ampadu gives it inside to Gruev. Gruev's closed down quickly, but Ampadu does well, moves it on to Goodmanson. Overlapping is Aronson, chance of a cross. It's blocked by Cash. Aronson still has the ball though. Goodmanson now, Aronson. There's it to Gruev. Gruev gives it to Ampadu. Ampadu is caught there by Watkins. And that's a free kick to Leeds. 10 or 15 yards outside the Aston Villa box, over towards the left-hand side, this near side as we watch. Stack's going to take this. Right-footed Kehler, I would imagine. As a shot. And it's gone in the top corner, and Leeds will take the lead. Yes, what a curling corner finder. What a beauty. With his right foot over on this left-hand side, is it a curler that's gone past Martinez's right hand and into his top corner, and he never got anywhere near it, and Leeds take the lead. What a curling free kick. It with pace as well. And Martinez dives across to his right, and it's well over him. Right in the top right-hand corner as Martinez dives to his right. And why didn't he cover that? Why didn't he put a wall up? There was one man stood there covering it, and that was it. Bailey cleared away by Rodon, took a bang there, but the play goes on. It's Mings now. Well, I don't know what that was. That's wild by Mings. He's hit that about 20 yards over the bar. I don't know if he was trying to put a cross or a shot in, but after 32 minutes, Leeds are in the lead. Rain's pouring down now at Villa Park. Strauch goes long and left, looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin will pick the ball up on his chest. He takes it into the box now, onto his right foot. Trying to lay it off, is he? He leaves it on to Gruev. Oh, Gruev just skims a crossbar with the left-footed shot. And Leeds could have been 2-0 up. Let's have a look. Oh, just over the corner of the post and crossbar. Oh, so close. Leeds are really putting the pressure on now. Martinez now has to drive it long. Strauch wins the header. Comes to Gruev, flicks it inside to Aronson. Aronson still has the ball. Comes out to Gruev. Gruev gives it to Goodmanson. Gets his cross in. Back to Gruev again on his left foot. Gives it to Goodmanson. Goodmanson came back from an offside position. That's such a shame. Leeds in a fantastic position deep inside the box on the left-hand side there. Gruev should have known. Farker even he was holding his hand up there saying, you should have seen that. Bogle now, tackle from behind. The ball goes down the line. Stack's going to make a run for it. Mings gets it away, but the clearance is blocked by Stack and it goes out for a throw. Leeds have had 7 attempts so far on goal. Only 2 to Aston Villa, and they're supposed to be at home. Cash plays the ball inside. Ball comes to Aronson. Tries a little cheeky back flick to Aronson, but the ball deflected off him last. And the throw goes to Onana, then back to Konsa, back to Onana, just inside the Leeds half. Moves it across to the left to Mings. He plays a little ball inside. Watkins gets out to Maatsen, but it sold him short, and Bogle was in there. Gets it forward to Stack. Stack's pass is blocked. Goes out for a throw over on the far side, the right-hand side for Leeds. Bogle throws the ball back to Justin. He goes all the way back to Rodon. Rodon can square it to Strauch. Strauch can give it to Gruev. Gruev's facing his own goal, but he gets it wide left to Goodmanson. Goodmanson tries to play a ball down the line that Cash gets in the way of and concedes the throw. Pouring down now, but the Leeds crowd are in full voice, and why not? Because it's been a good performance by Leeds so far. And deservedly, they're a goal ahead. Goodmanson gets it to Gruev. Marching on together. Thunders around Villa Park. Rodon has the ball now to Strauch on his left foot. Goes long down the line looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin, and Calvert-Lewin's away down there now. He's not offside. Oh, the flag goes up now belatedly, but it was a good run by Calvert-Lewin again. That inside left channel. I thought he'd timed that perfectly. Ball goes out to Mings. Plays a little ball inside. Gets the ball back, does Mings. Douglas Luiz, who's deep. Buendia now plays a little ball inside to Watkins. Watkins is under a lot of pressure. Strauch is working hard. It's a battle between them. The referee's given a free kick. And I don't know why. Again, he's given the advantage to Watkins there. They were both battling for it. They were both working hard, both pushing each other. Watkins has got hold of Strauch's shirt right the way through. It's from contact to the foul being given. Watkins has got a massive handful of Strauch's shirt, and yet he gets the free kick. Taken quickly to Cash. Goes back onto his left foot and gives it back to Douglas Luiz. He puts his first time crossing, and it's far too high, and it goes out for a goal kick over the top of everybody. Few glum faces in that Aston Villa crowd there. Arms folded, frowns. They're not happy with the performance. Into the 38th minute. Darlow, a long goal kick. Calvert-Lewin goes up. Bogle makes a touch to it. It's headed forward. Throws given to Stack goes down. It's going to be a throw to Aston Villa, but Stack was down. Not happy with the contact there. Mings has the ball now. Ball goes long for the run of Buendia, was that? No, it was Rodgers. But Leeds clear it up with a header back by Ampadu to Darlow. Darlow lets the ball go early. Calvert-Lewin brings the ball down. Really well held up. Onana gets his foot in. Strauch's going to retrieve the ball. He's going to go chipping it down the line. Aronson can't make that. Goodmanson does, though. Aronson can chase this one again. Cash hits the ball into Aronson, and it goes out for a throw to Aston Villa, but it should be right near the corner flag. And Cash has pinched about 10 yards there, and the referee's saying nothing. It went, well, he's got away with it. Mings now, under pressure from Stack. Maatsen under pressure from Bogle. Mings has the ball, plays the ball inside to Onana. Nana's under pressure from Gruev, but he chips out to the right-hand side to Cash. Cash gets it to Bailey. Bailey's closed down by Aronson, forces him back. Inside it goes to Onana. Yeah, Jim says the keeper had no chances. Well done, that free kick it was. It was a top-class free kick, was that? Onana has the ball now. Chips it down the inside right position. Watkins brings it down, but Rodon takes it off him, and Aronson can come away now. Gets it into Calvert-Lewin, but he's beaten to it by Conser, and the loose ball will be retrieved by Mings. Ball goes to Cash. He's got a bit of space on this right-hand side now. He can make a run down and puts a cross in. Watkins attacks it. Rodon was there. Rodon's gone down again under the challenge. It's hard work marking someone like Watkins, but he's done well, but he's feeling that. He'll need a hot bath tonight, will Rodon. Having a good game is Joe Rodon so far. But it's a corner on this right-hand side, and Bailey's going to take a left-footed in-swinger again. Hand in the air. And it comes now deep onto the back post, and Darlow gets a touch onto it, and it goes out for a corner on the opposite side. I don't mind that from Darlow. He's commanding his box, and that's what I want to see. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, Jim. At the moment, we're looking good for the lead. Just get a bit worried about our marking from corners. We can concede from corners, but we shall see now. Douglas Luiz is going to take a right-footed in-swinger from the opposite end now. And it comes again near post one. It's flicked on to the back post. It's hooked away by Stack high into the air. Justin can't get the header away. But the cross from Douglas Luiz this time is an easy catch for Darlow on his 6-yard box. He gets it out quickly. Stack goes all the way across to the right-hand side. Ball's picked up and it's inside right position. It's Bailey coming away this time. He tries for a shot across Darlow, looking for the bottom right-hand corner, but it's a comfortable save for Darlow. It skips off that turf there. You could see what he was trying to do, but Darlow added himself right behind the ball and makes a comfortable save. A long ball again into the Aston Villa half. Comes to nothing, and Martinez tidies up and gives it to Mings. Mings spreads out to Matson on the left. Mings in the 43rd minute slows the game down again. That's one of the things about Aston Villa. They've slowed the game right down. And the crowd are not happy about the pace that Aston Villa are playing at. Matson now being forced back by Bogle. Inside to Onana. Gruev putting pressure on him. Mings comes away with it. Matson down the left. Bogle closes him down. It's taken off Buendia by Stack, and he can come away down the right-hand side. He's got support. He'll get his cross into the box. Calvert-Lewin, he tries a little back flick and almost got to him. Gruev now battling for the ball. Ampadu wins the ball back, but it comes out to Matson. James Justin gets in the way of it, tries to keep it in, but it's gone out for a throw, but at least he's stopped the potential break by Aston Villa. Onana now gives it to Mings. It goes all the way back to Martinez. That's where Leeds want to see it. It's Conser coming forward. Cash in support. Goes into Bailey, then gets flicked through to Cash into the middle now. Rogers gets it through to Watkins. I don't know if Watkins was onside or not, but his shot was weak. Darlow falls down to his right-hand side and makes an easy save. I think he's just maybe a touch offside there. I think VAR would have had a look at that, but it was a weak finish. Cash again. Taken off Rogers. Gruev under pressure. He dwelt on it, and Douglas Luiz took it off him. Onana tries to get across into Watkins. James Justin got his head to it, and it's gone out for a throw, a corner. He was asking, was he offside? It was offside. Douglas Luiz with a corner over on far left-hand side again. Right-footed in-swinger. 1 minute of added time, and it comes now. Headed away by Strauch. Aronson working hard to get the ball. There's a foul there on the edge of the box. The referees said, carry on. It was Ampadu who was brought down, and the referee says, carry on. Aston Villa can continue with the attack. Mings. Oh, how did he not score? How did Aston Villa not equalise it? Came to Onana. Have a look at that again. Mings flicks it on. Onana at the back post, and it's straight at Darlow. And then Watkins tries to put it into what was virtually an empty net. And cleared away. Leeds lucky to survive there, but they did. Flicked high into the air by Mings again. And it comes to Bogle, and Bogle's just going to smash that high away and half time. And there was a few boos from the Aston Villa crowd there. They should be a bit buoyed by what happened at the end there and almost got an equaliser, but Leeds defended manfully and well and go into the half-time break. A goal to the good. So let me know what you think. I agree with Jim. Good if you can go into half-time 1-0, and we have done. Still a long way to go, Jim. 1-0 is never enough, is it? But better be in the lead than the goal down. Just take a look at the statistics so far. Thanks to everyone who's watching so far. We appreciate your support. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. If you like Leeds watch-alongs, which we do regularly, it'd be good to see you join us every week. I'm just going to take a look at the half-time scores. So I'm very interested in some of the games that's going on, especially if you're a Leeds supporter. A lot of games involving us. So half-time, well, almost half-time, it's Brentford 0, Brighton 2. And then the other game that really affects us at Leeds, it's Chelsea 1, Burnley 0, which is good. Hope that stays the same, or Chelsea score a couple more. Need Burnley to be kept down. The West Ham Bournemouth one is another interesting game to watch at 5:30. Man City and Newcastle at 8 o'clock. So let's have a look at the stats. I would imagine that the stats are going to be all in Leeds' favour. Let's see what they say. Just waiting for them to come up. I don't see any stats yet, but there must be some. Just refresh it and they should come up with match stats. Here we go. So overall possession, Aston Villa shaded it 60% to 40%. A lot of that possession was obviously in their own half, though, so I don't get too worried about stats like that. Jim says we need another one. Leeds played well, yeah, definitely a 1-0. I don't remember, Jim, the corresponding fixture early on in the season at Ellen Road. We went into half-time winning 1-0, sat back, and Rodgers scored 2 and we lost 2-1, so we can't fall for that trick again. We definitely need another one, and we've got to come out and look for more. Best form of defence is attack. They came back into it a bit at the end there, did Aston Villa, with a few shots, so the shots has equalled itself up a bit. 6 to them and 7 to Leeds. And 3 on target for Aston Villa and 2 for Leeds. Again, that was those last few at the end there, wasn't it? Total touches inside the opposition box. Aston Villa 10, Leeds 12. So you can see Leeds have got forward when they've had the chance to. And it's got to carry on. We can't sit back and hope to win this 1-0. Goalkeeper saves, well, Carl Darlow's made 3 saves to Martinez's 1. But the most important thing is the one that he couldn't keep out was a goal for Leeds. Fouls committed, 6 each, 4 corners to 2 in favour of Aston Villa. Just looking at that chance there. Oh, Nana there at the back post. Darlow made a fantastic save there. Oh, Nana's on the floor. Can't believe it. Off the head of Mings, straight into Onana. The ball ricocheted to Watkins, and he just had to put the ball in, but he was off balance and couldn't reach the ball as it just ran away from him. And then it was cleared away. So that's it as we see it so far at this half-time break. Chance to get your thoughts in the live chat, guys. Let us know what you think. What have we got to do in the second half to win this game? What would you do? Everyone's played well so far. Calvert-Lewin's had a good game up front. He's made some real good runs and kept Mings and Konsa really occupied. Let me just put this on to just remind everybody, if you like Leeds watch-alongs and others as well, I'll do all the Leeds games that I can, but some of the other games, like tomorrow and Monday, there's the Manchester game tomorrow, Monday. I'll be doing that one if you can join along. It's nice to be able to do some games where you can be more objective about things and just enjoy the game for what it is as a neutral, rather than being fully engaged in this one as a Leeds supporter. If you can join us, it'd be great to see you. Do appreciate your support. We're on the way to 250 subscribers and beyond. We've got big plans for the channel, but we can't do it without your help, so we need your support. Hit the like button as well. That always goes well with the YouTube algorithm. Hope you don't mind me being a Manchester United supporter. Not at all, Jim. It's good to see you here and we appreciate your support. You're welcome anytime. If you want to join us tomorrow, I'll tell you what game I'm going to do tomorrow as well. Just look at the scores, the fixtures for tomorrow. I've got a lot of interest in the Nottingham Forest-Liverpool game, so if you can join us at 2 o'clock for that game, it'll be nice to see you there. Get involved in the chat. Nice for your support. Unfortunately, I'd like to have done the Tottenham-Arsenal game, but I can't do that because of working commitments. I don't get paid for doing this. I just do this because I enjoy it. And on Monday is the Manchester United game. Let's have a look at that. Manchester United and Everton. So I'm going to do that one on Monday evening at 8 o'clock as well. So if you can join us for that. And then we go back to, well, it's Leeds Man City next Saturday at 5:30. So I will be doing that one as well. So if you can join us for that, be more than happy to see you. And if you like Jim, you want to get involved in the chat, I'll be happy to see what you've got to say. There's one thing I forgot. I did say to everybody at the beginning of the game, if you've got any score predictions for this match, let us know now. And I forgot to say one myself. Forgot to put a score prediction in. I don't know. I don't say anything now. I just want it to carry on as it is. I don't want to jinx anything. Leeds have done all right so far in this first half, like they did in the corresponding game at Ellen Road earlier on in the season. But hopefully they won't fall for second time round and sit back on a 1-0 lead. I'm just going to put the light on because it seems to be getting a bit darker now. Only 4 o'clock, but I think there's a bit of rain threatening. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. There we go. Hope that's better. Do you go to any of the games then, Jim? Manchester United games? Are you going on Monday? Hello, little boy. Oh, we're a few minutes from the restart yet. No one got any score predictions they want to put in the chat? What's wrong, little boy? Yeah? Come here. Come here. Come here. Wanna come here? The TV coverage is just showing a lot of replays of goals from the Arsenal Tottenham games. Obviously, we've got that one tomorrow. Could do with Arsenal to win that, even though I'm not a fan of Arsenal, but Tottenham are right down there at the bottom at the moment. Let's just take a look at the standings for the. I mean, I know it's only half time, and I shouldn't get too carried away with it, but as a Leeds supporter, I just can't help it. And if the score stays like this, Leeds are currently at the moment in 14th position, above Crystal Palace. 9 points above West Ham, who are obviously playing later, and about 15 points above Burnley. You would think that we're out of touch of Burnley now. It's only West Ham, Forest and Tottenham that we have to worry about. We'll be 4 points above Tottenham, so even if Tottenham beat Arsenal tomorrow, which I can't see happening, they still wouldn't go above us. And we're only 1 point off Brighton and Sunderland. Brighton and Fulham, sorry. Who could believe that? And they're all saying how crap Leeds was and we're going down. Oh, you live in Stoke, dear? Ah, right, I see. So you'll be watching the game on Monday then? And if you want to join us for the watch along, you'd be more than welcome. Be good to see you there, Jim. I like anybody who comes to support the channel and gets involved in the chat as well. It always gives me something to interact with. So I think all those games that weren't quite at half time are at half time now. Let's have a look at the Chelsea game. João Pedro scored after 4 minutes for Chelsea. The trouble with Chelsea is they just can't seem to see these games out, you know. Score after 4 minutes and don't get another one in that half. Chelsea just can't seem to put teams away at the moment. Brentford and Brighton. Brighton winning that 2-0. Gomez and Danny Welbeck, Jim. Danny Welbeck, ex-player of yours, scored again. So you think, Jim says he thinks he will score another goal, but not sure we'll keep a clean sheet. So I think it will be 2-1. You know, I'd take that now, Jim. I'd snap your hand off for that. I hope you're so right. Still waiting for the coverage to come back on for the second half. We shouldn't be far off. It's 4 o'clock now, so Ollie Watkins has been quite well involved in the game so far. He's had 17 touches and 5 touches in the Leeds box, but he's done nothing with it. Fortunately for us. Players are not on yet at Villa Park. Subs are all warming up. Going through a few passing drills, but don't like anyone's getting stripped yet. Looks like the teams are beginning to emerge into the tunnel there, so we're not far off a resumption. Ampadu's stood there getting his team in front of him, giving them a few last instructions like a good captain should. They were talking about Welbeck going to the World Cup with England. What would you think, Jim? Would you take him? Or would it be Calvert-Lewin? They're both in the frame, but they're still outsiders. You'd think that Ollie Watkins would be favourite to go with Harry Kane, but I don't know. Leeds team coming out now for this second half. Doesn't look like Leeds have made any substitutions, and you can understand that because they've performed well in this first half. Villa coming out now as well. Just listening to the commentators on that goal that Martinez let in. Oh, there's a substitution for Leeds. Must be an injury substitution. Maybe it's... I thought that it was maybe Rodon who's gone off, but it's Goodmanson. So was it be James Justin will go across to left back, be all going to the centre, Rodon to the right hand side maybe? We'll see. Aston Villa to kick off this second half, kicking from right to left. Leads a goal to the good. Yeah, I got to agree. We could do well. A good substitution, Welbeck, in the World Cup. The referee just getting some running repairs to his electrical equipment. So the game's not underway yet. The referee's just coming back onto the pitch now. And away we go. Second half underway. Ball goes over to the right hand side. It's Matty Cash who lays it back to Conser. Conser still with the ball. Over on the right hand side, plays a little ball in. Flicked inside by Rodgers, but it's picked up by Ampadu, and he spreads it out to Bogle on this right hand side. He lays it back as Buendia puts the pressure on. Goes back to Biol. Biol gets it out to the left. Strout tries to lay it out to Justin, but his pass is out for a throw. To the edge of the box. It's a good shot there by Buendia. Left-footed shot as Leeds are the architects of their own downfall there. It flashes past the right-hand post. Watkins laid it off. Just cut across it with the outside of his left foot and it's took it wide. Well, that was Strauch's pass that put Leeds under pressure. There's a foul there on Aronson by Cash. Free kick given. Quickly taken to Ampadu. Back to Strauch. Strauch goes all the way back to Darlow. Biol's in support, but Darlow's going to go long and left. Calvert-Lewin's up, gets ahead to it, flicks it on. James Justin gets up there. Gruev. Aronson wins the throw. Bailey puts the ball out. Stack has the ball. Goes out for a throw to Leeds. Justin's going to take it. Throws it into the box. Calvert-Lewin brings it down on his chest, heads it to Ampadu. He heads it forward. Cash gets the ball away. Played inside. Coming down the left-hand side, Mings. Bogle closing him down. Mings slips. Bogle gets his foot in. Stack almost took it off him. Matson gave it to Conte. Conte gets it out to Cash. Cash plays a little ball down the line. It's Bailey. Bailey drives a back heel down the line. It's picked up by Rodgers. Ball's taken off him by Aronson. The throw's given to Villa, though. And that's taken miles away from where the... What is the referee doing? It was miles away from where the throw should have been taken. Can't give Rodgers that much space, or Nana. Back to Rodgers. Rodgers goes round Aronson, uses strength. Aronson gets back, comes out to Onana on the edge of the box, left-footed shot. No, it was a ball that he tried to play inside the inside right channel. But it's Buendia who was the target, I think, but that's just skipped all the way through for a goal kick to Leeds. Leeds have got to weather this 15 minutes. Aston Villa are really going to come at them. They'll have had a good talking to from the manager, Emery. And Tammy Abraham gets off the bench. Going to do a few warm-ups. Darlow goes long, high in the air. Calvert-Lewin gets the head. Matson comes away with it. Ampadu gets in there. The ball comes back to Ampadu from a deflection. He gets it down the line, looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin, but he's not going to get there before Conce plays it all the way back to Martinez. Martinez gives it back to Conce. Ball goes long. It's headed down by Strout, picked up by Ampadu. Out to the right to Jayden Bogle. A lot of space in front of him if he wants it, but he goes all the way back to Biol. Biol gives it to Rodon. Under pressure again, it's chipped forward by Ampadu, high into the air. Ampadu, it's Calvert-Lewin who was offside as he came for the ball, got the header. Coming back from an offside position. Ball's taken quickly. Conte coming forward onto the halfway line. Chips the ball down the line for Cash, but Ampadu does well. Gets it to Calvert-Lewin down the left-hand side. He's on his own there. Got Cancer in support. Gruev. Ampadu gets it from Calvert-Lewin. More centrally now. Gives it to Biol. Biol goes right-footed down the line. Looking for Bogle, but that's well over his head and out for a throw to Aston Villa. Mings. Crowder are getting onto this Aston Villa side again. They want to play quicker. Ball goes inside. Bailey closed down quickly. Buendia Foot in, but it's picked up by Louise. Matson now on the left-hand side. His cross is blocked by Bogle. Then Matson falls over. Bogle clears it, but it's picked up by Louise again. Buendia battling for it. Bogle there, being held by Matson, goes down, and is it a free kick? And it's given as a throw to Aston Villa. What is going on with this referee? Ball goes out to Douglas Luiz, given to Buendia now. Walking pace though, back to Douglas Luiz. He gives it to Mings. Mings gives it to Consa, out to Cash. Cash chips one into the box, looking for Rogers. Bailey, sorry. Bailey's forced backwards. Turns to face the Leeds defence again. Lays out to Cash. Cash gives it back to Bailey. Bailey, left-footed cross, goes to the edge of the box. Comes to Tyrone Mings. Ampadu gets his foot in. Aronson chasing for the ball. Consa turns inside Aronson and then lays the ball back forward. But there's an injury to Ampadu there, holding his left knee. He's down on the edge of the Leeds box and the referee stops the play. Mings is down as well. It was a collision between the pair of them. But Mings is getting to his feet, but Ampadu is not. Ampadu still laid on his back. Physios are with him. Yeah, Ampadu's had knee injuries before, where he was out for a few weeks. You're not missing anything at the moment. There's an injury to Ethan Ampadu. If you're enjoying the Leeds content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber to the channel. Ampadu limping off now on that left leg. Has to go to the touchline for his seconds, 30 seconds is it off the pitch. Tammy Abraham still warming up, but the ball is with Matson now. He lays out to Buendia on this near side. Rodon tight with him. He lays out to the right hand side to Cash. Cash gets it to Bailey. Bailey lays it back to Cash on the edge of the box. Gives it back to Bailey, does Cash. Justin gets his foot in and it goes out for a corner. Aston Villa piling the pressure on now. Leeds have got to defend well here. Bailey's going to take it. A left-footed in-swinger. Come on, Leeds, defend it well. Ampadu's back on. Come on, get those headers in. In it comes now. It's a deep one to the back post. It's headed down by Consa. High in the air, it's Stack who brings the ball away. And he's brought down and it's a foul. Mings who brought him down. No, we can't afford to lose Ethan, but it seems like he's okay for the moment. Eventually, they're going to let Darlow take this. The crowd giving Leeds the bird, wasting time, but referee's okay with it. Darlow goes long, high into the Calvert-Lewin, wins the header. Must have come off Onana because the throw goes to Leeds. And we're going to see an Ethan Ampadu long throw, first time in this game. Over on the left-hand side, takes his run up. In comes the throw now, high into the air. Headed away by Cash. Watkins plays the ball out to the left and it skips out for a throw over on the left-hand side, probably in the same position that the last one was. Ampadu drives the ball on his shirt again to take another long throw. In it comes again. Flicked on, headed away by Mings. Bogle has a shot from 35 yards out. Hits Strauch on the edge of the box, and then there's an offside being given. So a free kick on the edge of the box to Villa. Taken quickly, given to Mings. Mings goes long, diagonally across to the left, looking for Bailey to be able to chase that one, but he's not going to catch up with it. And it goes out for a throw on the far side. Mings holds his hands up in apology. Ross Barkley getting warmed up. Aronson can't keep the ball in, goes out for a throw. Cash is going to take it. Takes it to Onana. Onana plays it behind Mings and he has to go back towards his own goal. And the crowd again are not happy with that. Poor passing. Rodon on Buendia. And Buendia goes down and again. That looks like... What is the ref seeing there that we're not seeing? That these players are going down quite easily for Aston Villa and the referee's buying it every time. You see the replay, you see it wasn't a foul. Cash now on the right. Got Bailey in support. He's been forced back by Aronson. Rodgers, but he left the ball behind. Rodon got himself in there. And then there's a free kick given. Buendia complaining about it. It must be a free kick to Leeds. Rodon has gone down again. He's been in the wars as Rodon today. He's taken a few cracks when he's dived in for tackles. He's put his legs in where most people wouldn't for the team. And again, it's Watkins who's clattered him from behind. Darlow drives it high into the air. Konsa beats him to it. Ampadu wins the second ball. Gruev picks the loose ball up. Onana's with him. Onana takes the ball off Gruev. Gives it to Cash. Konsa lays it into Martinez. Martinez spreads it left to Mings. Mings gives it to Matson down the line. Watkins lays it across to Onana with a bit of space in the middle now. He's got man out right. It's Bailey. Space for Aston Villa to attack the Leeds box now. Comes into his left. He's been held up by Gruev and he just lost the ball and Leeds come away with it with Aronson now. Played into Ampadu now. James Justin who's getting himself forward. Aronson has the ball. Under pressure from Watkins, who's well back. Aronson wins the throw off Bailey. And that's the last we're going to see of Bailey. And Onana's going off as well. Ross Barkley comes on and Jadon Sancho. Throw comes in. Aronson tries to beat Konsa with it. He's not going to manage that. Mings gives it to Martinez. He sides foots the ball to the side. I think Aronson gets in front of Cash. The ball deflects off him and it goes out for a throw, but Leeds can put the pressure on them. Ball goes long down the line. Watkins heads the ball inside. Buendia goes down under pressure. And Biol gets a yellow card for innocuous foul that we've seen plenty of them in this game. Why the referee just suddenly decided to give him a foul and a yellow card, I don't know. Ampadu's in there. Cash. Sancho across the box. Laid out to Barkley now, the number 6. He's got Matson in support. He turns and goes the opposite way. Gives it to Douglas Luiz. He puts a cross in that hits Ethan Ampadu. The rebound comes to Ampadu and he can come away down the left-hand side now. He has got Aronson in support. Gives it to Stack. Stack gets out to Bogle, who's in support now. Right hand edge of the box. He tries to play the magic ball inside and didn't manage it. And then he's penalised for pulling Douglas Luiz back. And he had to give it out wide. He had to play it out wide to the support, not try and play a ball in the inside that was easily cut out. Douglas Luiz gives it to Mings. Mings gives it back to Douglas Luiz. Still in the... Watkins makes a run down the inside left position. Finds him. And from about 25 yards out, he has a shot with his right foot. A lot of speculation in that shot and not a lot of skill. And he's hit it miles wide. Darlow takes the goal kick high into the air. Calvert-Lewin almost wins the flick on. Gruev can't get the way down the right-hand side now. Sancho into the box, gets his crossing. It's deflected and it's headed into the air by Bogle. Flicked on by Stack. Out to the left it comes to Matson. Given back to Douglas Luiz. He plays the ball down the left-hand side looking for the run of Rodgers. He can retrieve the ball in the corner. Into the box now. It opened up for him almost. But the pass comes to Ampadu. Ampadu doesn't win the foul. Buendia picks the loose ball up and returns back towards the Leeds box. Barkley plays it out to the right-hand side. It's Cash. Sancho gives it back to Cash. He's going to put his cross in early. Cleared away by Ampadu. Villa are coming again. Leeds are under pressure here. Barkley. Ball's chipped forward. Bogle. Brought down by Rodgers. Thought he was brought down by Watkins there. Rodgers picked up the loose ball while they were appealing for the free kick. His cross was blocked. Corner taken short. Sancho puts a cross in, headed away by Rodon. On the edge of the box, they pick the ball back up again, Aston Villa. Come on, Leeds. Barkley. Got to get some pressure off yourselves. Get some time on the ball. Barkley now. Urged to shoot. Gives out to the right-hand side. There's too much space here. Now the cross comes in. Oh, Mings' shot is blocked on the edge of the box. Great block. But it hasn't gone far. Matson. It's all Aston Villa, 65, 66 minutes. Cross comes in again. Flicked away by Bogle at the back of the box before Mings could get in there. Goes out on this near side for a throw. Anton Stacko blocked Mings' shot when it looked likely that he was going to equalise. Throw going down the line by Bogle. Aronson can't make that one. Ampadu does. Aronson again goes down under the chance for Matson. Comes out to Gruev. He gets it to Bogle. Bogle goes down the line looking for the run of Calvert-Lewin. He's chasing with Conser. Conser's going towards his goal line. And then just a slight push in the back, and Conser goes over and the free kick's given. It was pathetic. Douglas Luiz gets out to the right-hand side. Sancho now on the edge of the box. Goes round Aronson, gets his cross in. It's deflected away. Can Gruev get a tackle in? No, he can't. It's Ross Barkley again now. He gives it to Buendia on the edge of the box. He comes across on his left foot, opens up for a shot. It's the post. It's the post. It came straight out to Ollie Watkins on the edge of the 6-yard box. He puts it in the back of the net, and the flag goes up immediately. Yeah, he's offside as well. Thank goodness for that. Crowd are complaining. There's a yellow card for Darlow for taking too long with the goal kick. The free kick from the offside decision. He shan't worry himself too much about that. Calvert-Lewin can't win the ball. All the loose balls and the 50-50 balls are now going Aston Villa's way. Mings was long over the top of James Justin. He manages to get his head onto it before Sancho can bring the ball down, but it's out for a throw. It's quickly taken. Ross Barkley, edge of the box, goes out to Mings. Got a chance of a shot on the edge of the box. It checks back inside, gives it back to Barkley. They're camped on the edge of the box now. Ross Barkley has a shot. It's blocked by Rodon. Aronson working hard, but they're playing round him. Sancho plays it inside to Buendia, tries to give it back to him. Gruev and Ampadu get in the way of each other. The ball is crossed over the back, and there's nobody there at the back post for Aston Villa. And the ball is cleared away. Stack picks the ball up now. Wins the throw off Matson. Chance for Leeds to just enjoy a bit of possession in the Aston Villa half and take some of the pressure off themselves. It's Gruev and Ampadu got in the way of each other when Ampadu was trying to take the ball away from the edge of the box, and it ended up with Buendia's cross going too high. Ball's given to Calvert-Lewin right next to the goal line. He tries to give it back. So Stack now on the edge of the box. On his left foot. Can he hit another shot? It blocked by Mings. Wins the ball back again the second time. Heads it into the box, and Martinez can come out and collect that. Aston Villa crowd right behind their team now. Noise has ramped up as Conser comes on. Gives out to Cash. Back to Conser, into Barkley. Barkley spreads out to the left to Mings on the halfway line. He goes back the other way to Conser. Conser gets it to Cash. Cash plays it inside to Sancho. Back to Cash. Back to Sancho. Inside to Barkley. Barkley comes forward down the middle. Watkins. Buendia. Ball played inside looking for the return from Barkley. He can't make it, and it goes all the way through to Darlow. Yeah, you're right, Jim. Living dangerously. My nerves won't take this much longer. Looks like Lucas Metch's going to come on. Header won by Calvert-Lewin again. Mings picks the second ball up. Eventually comes through to Konsa. Urging them to get the ball forward is the Aston Villa crowd, but it goes left to Mings. He gives it to Maatsen. Ball's picked up by Bogle. He plays the ball forward, looking for the pass to Stack. Can't get there. Douglas Luiz takes the throw quickly, gives it to Mings. Mings coming forward to the halfway line again. Back to Douglas Luiz. Back to Mings. Into Watkins. Lays out to Maatsen. He comes back inside, gives it to Douglas Luiz, who's seen a bit of space now. Into Barkley. Barkley's crossed to Buendia. Rogers gets it back to Buendia. Stack is in there. Foul given for the challenge on Buendia. Stack has gone down holding his shin. Buendia's gone down as well. He's going to get a yellow card, is Buendia as well. Yeah, it's right on the top of Stack's left foot. Or is it Beal? I think it's maybe Beal. And he deserved the yellow card for that, did Buendia? Aronson's going off. Metcher's coming on. Maybe Leeds playing two up front. Get a bit more possession up front there so that they can take the pressure off this beleaguered defence. Once again, he's worked hard as Aronson. You can't fault his efforts. Tammy Abrams is going to come on, but Darlow takes the goal kick long. Metcher's up there. Beaten to it by Konsa. Comes down to Barkley. Barkley lays it back to Cash, and Cash drives it long. High into the air. Beal wins the ball. Comes down to Bogle. Good into passing by Darlow. Bogle puts a cross in. Metcher's in. Oh, and he almost got his header on. Good save down to his right by Martinez. Couldn't have done much more with it, Metcher. He got it on target and down low to the keeper's right, and he managed to smother it. Great cross by Bogle. It's got to score there, hasn't he? That's a great chance, Metcher. The keeper's diving to the right, and he headed it to the keeper's right, give him a chance to get there. In comes a long throw, though. The edge of the box. Gruev screws his shot wide, picked up by Beal. Stack puts it back in. Calvert-Lewin down on his chest and then hooks it over the bar. He's saying it's a corner. It's a goal kick. Calvert-Lewin is convinced that was a corner. Calvert-Lewin was offside anyway. Tammy Abrams to come on for Aston Villa. Buendia going off. Quite happy to see Buendia going off because he was beginning to get more into the game and influence play. Poor clearance by Mings, goes out over on the near side for a throw to Leeds on the halfway line. I thought the same as you, Jim. We're living dangerously, but I thought we'd got the second there. Metcher now brings the ball down. Calvert-Lewin into the box now. He has a toe prod at Martinez. Wasn't the sweetest of hit shots, and Martinez parries the ball. Maatsen comes away down the left-hand side. He plays the ball into Watkins. Watkins is bundled over by Beal. Gets the free kick. Calvert-Lewin had another toe-poked toe prodder. I've seen him had them before. Rodgers now spreads it all the way across to the far side. That must be Cash who brings the ball down under control immediately. Lays it inside to Sancho. He goes round Gruev onto his left foot, onto the edge of the box. Barkley is leaning back as his side foot's his shot over the top of the Leeds bar. And high over the bar as well, not even just a little bit, well over the bar. Darlow takes the goal kick high into the air. Calvert-Lewin's trying to get there, but it's headed away by Barkley, I think that was. It's played back in. Maatsen gets the loose ball, laid back to him by Rodgers. Maatsen just being forced back. Konsa plays it out to the right. Cash plays it inside. Goes back to Barkley. Mings coming down the left-hand side. Under pressure from Stack, gets it to Maatsen. Inside to Rodgers, who's playing a bit deeper and getting the ball a bit deeper now. Barkley plays the ball inside to the edge of the box to Watkins. Watkins lays it out to Sancho at the edge of the box. He tries to put his cross in. It's over the top of everybody. And Stack's going to retrieve it at the back of the box. He lays the ball down the line, looking for the run of Metcher. It's Douglas Luiz who's back there defending and lays it all the way back to Martinez. He gives it to Konsa, and then the ball's back on the halfway line quickly of Cash. Mings now. Douglas Luiz out to Cash again on the right-hand side. Ball's played inside. Sancho. Barkley. Mings coming across to the left. Maatsen now. Jaden Bogle holding him up. Blocks his cross. Out for a throw. Given to Rodgers. Little flick inside, gives it to Maatsen. He tries to play a ball inside that's cut out by Rodgers, but his pass, he rode on, but his pass goes straight back to Maatsen. And then Bogle brings Maatsen down. And gets the yellow card and free kick in a dangerous position. And Bogle says, I never touched him. Certainly looked like he did. And he never. But it's a free kick on the left-hand side of the Leeds box. It's only a few yards in from the goal line. Maybe about 6 or 7 yards. And a couple of yards out from the edge of the box. So it's a really, really dangerous position. Cash is going to take this. Obviously, going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Everyone's back for Leeds. All lined up on the 6-yard box, defensive line. Leeds have got to defend this cross well. And it comes, head away to the edge of the box. Rodgers hits it left-footed. There's a couple of deflections. Thought for maybe a corner would be given, but it's not. It's given as a goal kick to Leeds. Wasn't the greatest of strikes on his left foot by Rodgers there. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, Jim. It's really, really nerve-wracking. We could do with that second. You never know. We could pinch it on the break. Calvert-Lewin wins the header, but he's pushed. Cash in the back. Free kick's given. Less than 10 to go. Longstaff warming up to come on for Leeds. Rodgers coming down the left-hand side. Bogle gets in the way of his pass to Maatsen. Can he control it? He can clear it down the line. It's not gone out. He's done well as Bogle. Stack puts the pressure on Douglas Luiz, and he heads it out, and it's a throw to Leeds. Big cheer from the Leeds crowd. Stack looking a bit tired now. Maybe Longstaff's going to come on that right-hand side of midfield for Leeds. Bogle's going to take this throw. And it comes now down the line Calvert-Lewin flicks it on. Metcher's going to chase it. Mings flicks it away. Takes a bounce. Temi Abrahams gets it comes to Metcher, but he couldn't get his pass into the run of Calvert-Lewin, and it comes down the right-hand side again now. Matty Cash making a run down the right. It's played into Ross Barkley now. Mings gives it to Matson. Rogers lays it back to Douglas Luiz. He has to turn to go back towards the Leeds box. Ross Barkley is brought down. Gruev got a touch on him, and the free kick's given. It's very central, is this free kick? And that's going to be about 25 yards out. Dead central. We've seen Rogers score against us. Free kick in the first game, and he's the only one to be stood over this time. It's given to Cash. Cash has screwed one high and wide of that right-hand post. And that was a waste, was that? I don't think he's even ready for it. Stack is going off. I thought his race was run. Longstaff coming on for that. But he's done his bit as Stack. He's put us in the lead, which we've held for most of this game now. He's done his bit. Longstaff just to add a bit of freshness in that midfield where we were getting overrun on that right-hand side. Calvert-Lewin bounces over everybody and comes to Metcher, so he can't have been offside. Sancho puts the ball out. It's a throw to Leeds. It's like James Justin's going to take it. No Ampadu long throw this time. Gruev comes short. He goes to Metcher, trying to hold it on the touchline. Back flicks it off Cash, and it's a throw to Leeds, and it's definitely in the range of Ampadu this time, and Ampadu is coming over for it. Thumbs up from Ampadu. Back against the advertising hoardings, takes his run now, throws it into the box. It's flicked onto the edge of the box, going to come out to Longstaff, is it? Longstaff turns on the edge of the box, he puts a cross in, it's deflected away. Matson gets it away. Rodon is pushed in the back, is he, by Barkley? Yes, he is. And the free kick is given. Ironic cheers from the Leeds fans there. Yeah, just a hand in the back, and Rodon's entitled to go down if all the others have gone down. Leeds have got the big guys up again, so they're going for this. Longstaff chips it into the box. Oh, Rodon's flicked it off the head of the guys coming in at the back post. If he'd got a call, there'd have been people at the back post that was... there's maybe a flag that's saying Calvert-Lewin was in a better position behind him, but obviously he didn't call, or Rodon didn't hear him. Metcher's in there on Barkley. Barkley has to turn back. Gives it to Mings on his left-hand side. Matson now. Longstaff with him. Longstaff gets the ball off him easily, but he gets it back. Bogle does well. Lays the ball in down the line, looking for the pass to Metcher. Rogers has got the ball. Douglas Luiz gives it to Barkley. Cash. Jadon Sancho comes in on his left, lays it into Cash, puts his cross in. But his cross He couldn't get his foot, couldn't wrap his foot round it to pull it back, and his cross has gone out for a goal kick. And we're into the last 4 minutes. Might be a bit of added time because of the injury to Ethan Ampadu. Another substitution for Villa. 2. Douglas Luiz goes off. Garcia comes on. Matty Cash has gone off as well. And Bogard comes on for him. Ball's gone all the way through to Martinez. He lays out to Mings on his left-hand side, and he can come forward as Leeds drop back. Rodgers plays the ball inside. It's Bogard who played, Abrahams who played the ball in. Bogle picks the ball up and clears it. Not so far, but it's out for a throw. Ball played inside. Rodgers into the box now. His cross is blocked by Rodon, and it's out for a corner. Come on, Leeds. It's so close. You can't throw this away now. 3 points. Sancho's going to take this from this near side. A right-footed curler. And it comes now high to the back of the box. Oh, Leeds have conceded the equaliser. And unbelievable. And again, like I've said before, many, many times before, Leeds cannot deal with corners. They won the header from the corner. The ball came down. The second ball came to Abraham, who's turned it in. And we've got plenty of men around the ball, and we can't defend from corners. It's pathetic. There was 4 players around Abrahams. Conser got up, headed the ball down, and it came off Tammy Abraham's knee, and Calvert-Lewin on the line. It came off his knee and just looped over the top of... So fortunate. Aston Villa haven't deserved this, and they've got away with one. Unbelievable. It goes in off Tammy Abraham's knee, and it just looped over Calvert-Lewin's head. Calvert-Lewin goes down, barged in the back, no free kick. Gruev putting pressure on Mings. Mings lays it back. It's going to be picked up by Ampadu, though. He chips the ball forward again. It's not the greatest of passes. Metche can't make that. And there's a free kick there. As Justin's gone down. And there is a free kick to Leeds, I think. Well, what they've done to us, we can do to them, surely. Justin's still gone down. Yeah, Jim, they didn't deserve that, did they? The way it went in. I mean, if it had been a volley from 25 yards, the goalkeeper got anywhere near, but the way it went in, it's just our luck. Off Tammy Abraham's knee, and it looped over Calvert-Lewin and into the top corner. Longstaff's going to take this. Chips one into the box. Martinez punches away. Gruev now running with Watkins down this left-hand side. Aston Villa on the break, but Leeds are flooding back. Plays it inside, and Gruev picks the ball up. He plays it into Metche. Metche waiting for support from Bogle. Bogle's had the ball taken off him by Rodgers. And then Gruev's brought Rodgers down, and he'll get a foul for that. Rodgers is acting like he's lost it. His own mates had to hold him back there. Gruev will get his yellow card when he gets up. Looking at Matson, and a few of the Leeds players held him back. You can understand him being angry, but what was he going to do? 5 minutes of added time. Surely we can't throw it away. Even a point here is a good point. Can't throw it away after being so long in the lead and deserving what we were getting. Now to give it away now because we can't defend crosses would be criminal. Sancho's going to take this, and he's going to swing a right-footed one right into the box. And it comes now. Darlow comes for it, gets a punch on it. Metcha wins the second ball. Longstaff wins the next one and hits it forward. Metcha's going to chase this one down. Metcha wins the ball as well. He wins it down the left-hand side. He's waiting for support now. Longstaff's up there with him. Longstaff gets the ball in the edge, leaves it back to Calvert-Lewin, and Calvert-Lewin overruns the ball. And now they come forward. It's a break on. Barkley coming down the middle. Lays it out to Rodgers on the left-hand side. Sancho gets the ball from Rodgers. Held up on the edge of the box. Bogard gets it back to Sancho. He's pushed him wide, though. It's a poor ball. Sancho gives it to Bogard. Rodgers plays it inside. Sancho lays it back into Rodgers on the edge of the box. Moving across to the right-hand side. Cross is going to come in now. It's headed away by Rodon, but it's going to be picked up by Sancho again. Chipped in. Hooked away. Halfway line as Martinez picks it up on the halfway line. How far is he out of his goal? Tells you how much Leeds are under pressure here. Konsa gets out to the right. Back to Konsa. Barkley. Barkley gets it to Matson on the left. Sancho always come across the other side. Matson, cross in. It's headed away at the near post by Ampadu. Picked up by Rodgers, though, still on the edge of the box. Sancho has it again. Tries to go around. Bogle can't do it. He tries to go around Bogle. It's well defended by Bogle. The ball comes off Sancho and goes out for a goal kick. Into the last minute. Darlow drives it long, high into the air. Calvert-Lewin gets the flick on. Metcha's offside. He can't bring that down and take it on, can he? No, he can't. Martinez is going to put this ball down and take this free kick as we move into the last 30 seconds. Long, high into the air. Calvert-Lewin's going to go up. Didn't know where the ball was when it came off the back of him. Rodgers, Barkley. Metcha working hard for it. Rodon trying to get his foot in. Metcha working hard again. Concedes the free kick as Barkley goes down. Last chance. Rodgers is going to swing this one in. Come on, Leeds. And it comes now. Flicked away. Headed back into the box. Out by Biol. And the final whistle goes. It's a good point, but we came so close to winning it. I'm disappointed. Once again, we failed to be able to defend corners, free kicks that are swung into the box. We've conceded a lot from those situations. And again, we've dropped points that we probably shouldn't have done. You know, if we'd have picked up the points that we've had, that we've deserved, we'd have been well clear of the relegation zone by now. I'm just going to take a look at the Just turn that timer off, then we'll look at the results from the other games as well to see what's happened. So Chelsea didn't even manage to beat Burnley. And that's another disappointment, isn't it? Chelsea just don't seem to be able to put teams away. They took the lead in the 4th minute and then Burnley equalised late on. Probably a lot like what they did to us here. Yeah, Fleming scored in the 93rd minute. I mean, can you believe that? The other game looked like it was going the way as it was at half-time, 2-0 to Brighton and Hove Albion. Let's have a look at the table, see how it affects us. Very disappointing. We could have been well out of reach of the relegation zone. We've got Man City next. It still leaves us in 15th position, unfortunately, on 31 points, 2 points above Tottenham in 16th and 4 points above Nottingham Forest, so they can't go above us. West Ham are now 7 points behind us. The gap's opening up. And Burnley's still at 12 points behind us, so we haven't done ourselves any harm. We haven't dropped points. Yeah, I've got to agree, Jim. 1-1 is a good result. I would have taken that at the beginning, but it's so disappointed to go into about the last 5 minutes and then concede a goal in that fashion. You know, if it had been smashed into the back of the net, but to come off somebody's knee and then loop from 5 or 6 yards over the top of Calvert-Lewin, who was covering that far post, and into the back of the net off the top corner, is just so disappointing. But as I've said many times before, you sometimes don't always get what you deserve in these games. And I think, again, we didn't. But we live to fight another day. So that's it. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Thanks to Jim, who's been really supportive in the chat today, as well as watching the game. Do appreciate your support, Jim. If you want to join us again, please do become a subscriber. Watch the game tomorrow afternoon, the Nottingham Forest Liverpool game, and then I'll cover your Manchester United game on Monday. But thanks to everyone who's watched. Really appreciate your support. Hope you enjoy what's left of the rest of your day. But until tomorrow, have a nice day.